Graphic design is the art and profession of creating visual content to communicate ideas, inform, inspire, or captivate an audience, often to produce a specific effect. Advertisements rely on graphic designers to create a compelling image with text that is eye-catching and memorable. A good graphic designer can take an existing symbol and use it in a new, innovative way that solves a problem within society. Hi, my name is Abby, and today we're going to talk about what graphic design can show about the cross and how Christianity influences design. Good design must accurately represent information. Graphic designers must be truthful in their designs, tell the truth with beauty, clarity, and realism. This requires a commitment to honesty, integrity, and transparency in all aspects of the design process. It must have a strong visual identity to communicate meaning and brand recognition. In China, during the Tang Dynasty, wood blocks were cut to print on textiles and later to reproduce Buddhist texts. A Buddhist scripture printed on in 868 is the earliest known printed book. Beginning in the 11th century in China, longer scrolls and books were produced using movable type printing, making books widely available during the Song Dynasty. In Mesopotamia, writing, as an extension of graphic design, began with commerce. The earliest writing systems, cuneiform, started out with basic pictograms, which were representative of houses, lambs, or grain. In the mid-15th century in Germany, Johannes Gutenberg developed a way to reproduce printed pages at a faster pace using movable type, made with a new metal alloy that created a revolution in the dissemination of information. The Gutenberg Bible, also known as the 42-line Bible, was the earliest major book printed in Europe using mass-produced metal movable type. It marked the start of the Gutenberg Revolution and the age of printed books in the West. Fun fact, the ink on the Gutenberg Bible was actually a varnish, as it was oil-based instead of water-based. It adheres better to its surface. Why does this matter? Before the printed press, every book, sign, or writing had to be handwritten. Only scribes who were trained and literate could write well enough to keep the design legible. And if someone wanted to share that information, they had to copy that document by hand, however many times they needed to. Shakespeare did not have individual scripts printed out for his actors to read from. He had one script and would handwrite a couple lines on a scrap of paper for each actor to read when their scene came up. The printing press and the Gutenberg Bible revolutionized design and the spread of information. Modern graphic design is now more accessible than ever with Photoshop, Illustrator, and mobile apps like Metabang and Ibis Paint. AI can help someone design a poster or book cover, but it takes an artist with a human touch to create something truly meaningful. AI might be an instantaneous in its production of images, but it lacks soul. It lacks human interaction. Computer tools allow a person to still make the decision of how the design is going to look, and is still the main creator behind the art. But with AI, the process happens within seconds, and all someone has to do is type a detailed prompt and press enter. Photoshop, for instance, gives you a paintbrush, an eraser, a paint bucket tool, and a user still paints within a digital medium. You think about the design and what it's going to look like as you work on the product in real time, whereas AI has no thought. It can only rehash what is already there online. It's like fast food. The hamburger you order appears in seconds, but there's no real meat. To create is to be human. To be human is to know God and be known by Him. We are called to build because we are made in the image of God. Everyone is capable of making something, whether that is dinner every night or a painting. Humans are unique. There is no other creature quite like us on earth or in heaven. We have intelligence and emotion, love and truth. You need both to make art. AI only has the ability to parrot what intelligence is already out there. Machines should be used as tools to help us create, not as a replacement for thinking. God is the ultimate graphic designer because he took a symbol of the ancient world, which was the equivalent of the electric chair, and turned it into a symbol of love, beauty, and sacrifice. The cross, as we imagine it today, a symmetrical, smooth, wooden plus sign, is very different from what it would have looked like in ancient Rome. It was jagged, heavy, blood-stained, a symbol of unspeakable evil and death in the worst possible way. The word excruciating comes from the Latin word for cross. To bear one's cross is to be an unimaginable amount of pain. The problem of sin in the world could only be solved by God himself, through living a perfect life we could not live and dying the death we deserved. I personally really like both the crucifix and the Protestant cross because they each communicate different things about Christ. The crucifix shows his sacrifice, while the cross shows his resurrection. An empty cross shows his divinity as the conqueror of death and sin, while the cross with his body on it reminds us of Christ's humanity and his brutal death. Both are important reminders of who Christ is, fully God and fully human. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching.